This edition of the Ridley Report is brought to you by
Freaking.com.
I'm standing here with Greg Serby of Nashua, New Hampshire?
Yes, Nashua, New Hampshire.
A free stater who moved here in 2007?
Oh, yeah.
And how did
April?
you, free staters, of course, are people who move to New Hampshire for more freedom, and how did you learn about the Free State Project, Greg?
Well, I can't really remember specifically, but I went online and I found the Liberty Forum 2007. It was the first Liberty Forum, and I just saw everyone who was going there, and Michael Badnarik was going, and I just had to show up. And I know that one of your next lead-up questions is going to be, well, what was the trigger to make me move up here? And it was the Liberty Forum 2007. After I came here, it was just absolutely amazing, fantastic. Friends, groups of people you can talk with, hold conversations, real conversations with, agree with. You don't have to, always explain everything. They're into the similar politics as you, and it's just a whole different way of thinking up here. It's amazing.
And Greg, what's your area of expertise?
Oh, I'm an IT guy. I do systems administration and computer programming.
And how easy was it for you to find a job when you first moved up here?
Funny enough, it took like maybe 3-4 months, but then everything hit me at once. So I didn't get a lot of nibbles at first. And then, I came up here on a Friday. I had 3 job interviews all lined up. I got 2 out of the 3, and I got one of my best jobs ever, and enjoy it. It's like I got more pay and everything. Everything improved.
What was the hardest part of moving up here, though?
The hardest part of moving up here, well, there was a lot of turmoil in the move. Everybody's got the move. But also, there's harsher winters if you're not used to the climate, and you get through that. But really, the New Hampshire summer makes up for it. It's a great summer, and it's definitely worth it going through the hard parts. Maybe the move. That's about it.
How would you say it's affected your quality of life?
Everything has improved. I love. It's more outdoorsy here from where I moved. I was like in Annapolis, Maryland, and you can go rock climbing up here, and the people, they're always a great group. I'm here at Murphy's Tap Room, and every Tuesday there's like 30 people just talking about liberty-oriented stuff and strategies and what we can do to continue on the process. And we're like a knit together, really, I would want to say loving group. Like everybody just really is into in a heartfelt way everybody else, and continuing on forward, and a real community, like a community that you can't get anywhere else, that's kind of lost, like an American community that you just can't tie into with anywhere else.
Yeah, that's exactly how I think about it too. And now, Greg, one of the gripes that some people say, they think that Ron Paul should have done better in New Hampshire. I guess he got 8%, which was, I guess, the 3rd best of all the primaries. But people still feel, Ron Paul should have done better. What's your answer for folks who have that complaint?
Well, we're definitely very, very passionate up here. We're doing sine waves everywhere. We tried our best to just get everybody into it, but the media has a large effect too, and it depends on how much people watch TV as much as anything. Maybe people don't watch as much TV in, where was it, Wisconsin, or where there was one state that got like 18% in the primaries. And I think
of course, that's probably after he's got, he's the only other guy in the race. There's only 2 guys in the race. Here he had 20 opponents.
Yeah, well, that's another thing. Yeah, there's more of that competition as far as the primary goes here. It's a very popular primary. But at the same time, it's not too shabby. It's really just the beginning. Really what I'm interested in is right here at the state level. We're getting so much done at the state level. The Ron Paul thing, does the primaries even matter if he never gets elected president, So, but what's changing? Where's the change? And right here in New Hampshire, we're affecting a lot of change. And you, sir, Dave Ridley, are helping with that a lot, and actually being a media center where people can see what's going on in our state house. And what other states have this kind of network?
Actually, what I meant to say, instead of moving my eyes like a crazy man, was thank you. But anyway, there was something else. Oh yeah, what kind of message do you have for folks who are maybe considering moving to New Hampshire and they haven't really
Well, decide what's more important for you. You know, some people, I know there's family, I know there's money and job security and the worries, and then there's climate and there's all these things going through your head. But really what it gets down to is what kind of lifestyle do you want to live? You know, up here it's a lifestyle, and it's about enjoying what it is that you do in your life every day. You know, you just don't go to a bar. You go to Murphy's, and you're affecting change in your state, and maybe even a beacon to the world, right? It's a much bigger thing. It's an ideal, and if you want to live it, it's great up here. I mean, there are jobs. There's you can get a cheap house. It's cheap compared to where my area was, and family. You know, there are airplanes. We'll just try not to avoid the TSA and don't bend over too far, but it's great up here. And any of the little gripes you can have with it, come and visit. Come and visit, and I'm sure it'll go straight out of your head. Exactly what I did with the Liberty Forum in 2007. It's what convinced me to move up here. You really need to come see it and feel it yourself, and I think you'll want to move.
All right, Greg Serby of Nashua, thank you.
Thanks.
So yes, if you want to visit New Hampshire, then the thing to do is come to porkfest.com, except pretend like this says Porkfest, because actually it doesn't. Porkfest.com. Porcupine Fest, June 8th through the 15th.
freekeene.com. freekeene.com believes Keene is the best destination for pro-liberty activists like you. Keene is an exciting and challenging ground floor opportunity. Visit move.freekeene.com and read over 108 reasons to move to Keene. Help us free the beautiful little city of Keene from the clutches of the government. Learn why you should move to Keene at move.freekeene.com.